Hi friends, how's it going and welcome back to another Upland video. In today's video I'm going to be giving you a fully comprehensive guide of Upland and everything I know to give you the best start. I've already made a beginner's guide here on YouTube, however I'm going to be keeping my guides up to date, so if you want to subscribe, hit the bell notification so I can keep on giving people the best start in Upland. And I think if you have another content creator that does make guides, ask them to keep them up to date, just so it helps out the community more, okay? So let's get into it. But just before that, actually, I'm going to be giving away this property you're looking at right here, 931 77th Street in Brooklyn. To enter the giveaway, all you got to do is just put your Discord handle or Twitter handle in the comments down below, just so I can DM you if you're the winner. I'll pick the winner. Let's see, it's the 21st today. I'm going to leave it to go on for about 2 to 3 weeks. So about, what, let's say the 14th of May? The 14th of May, I'll draw a winner and for this property. There is going to be more giveaways on this channel and over on my Twitch at twitch.tv/Josh757, where I stream this game and I take people's questions and help you out over there too. If you do need help with anything or you get stuck, feel free to comment down below. I answer all of my comments, and if you catch me streaming on Twitch, ask me anything about Upland, anything you need help with, even if I'm not streaming Upland at that time. I'm always here to help, and yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so when you start the game, and by the way, first step, make sure you use a referral link when signing up for the game. And I say this because I didn't, and I missed out on 50% on top of my first purchase. So if you use my referral link, for example, link in the description and or comments down below, when you go to purchase your first batch of UBX, so if you bought 10,000, the game would actually give you 15,000 in total, giving you an extra 50%. Okay, and that's awesome. I missed out on that like an idiot. And also, make sure you check my video on which is the best payment method to get UPX. Quick spoiler if you don't want to watch the entire video, it's doing direct bank transfer. And you can also get an FX card, which I'll go into more detail in another video. Shout out to Gorby, by the way, for letting me know that. Okay, so yeah, set yourself up on a referral link. If you haven't done so already, you've made a new account, but you haven't got many properties. In my opinion, I would just scrap that account, make a new one, get a referral link, and in this guide, I'm going to be recommending to you to purchase some UPX so you get Uplander status. However, I will be going over how you can get ahead free to play. Also, it's just, you're just way better off just purchasing some UPX and getting your portfolio started. Okay, with that said, you're setting up an account with a referral link, so you get that extra 50%. So it's gonna, when you set up your account, it's gonna give you a prompt to spawn at the time of recording this video in Oakland, and that's the only city you can spawn in at the moment. I just did a check. By the way, shouts out, I can't remember the name who told me like this. I literally got informed about this like 10 minutes ago, and I'm powering out this guide. So once you spawn in Oakland, you're gonna get a prompt. So if I go all the way near my property, you're gonna spawn. For example, you can spawn anywhere on the map. You're going to spawn, let's say, for example, right here. And the character you will see is called your Block Explorer. Mine's over here. Well, I guess for simplicity, I can just come over here. And it's going to point you at an FSA property. So there's no FSAs over there. I'm just going to go back to my my one down here, which is the blue one. Your properties are blue. And it's going to be pointing an arrow at a random FSA property. Do not buy any properties at this point in time. You want to know what you're buying and what's the best thing to buy, basically. So you've spawned in, you want to know what to buy. You're going to want to go to upx.world, link in the description down below, so you can search for the cheapest and best properties in Upland, okay? And the properties you want to be going for are, if we bring up the collections right here, collections, boom. There we go. These are the properties you want to be hitting. And I'll tell you why. Because if you fill these properties out, you get a bonus UPX reward for completing a collection. Okay? So if I did Piedmont collection, if I put 2 properties in here, I'll get a bonus 1,100 UPX. And that's going to propel you towards becoming an Uplander. And an Uplander lets you access the secondary market and start selling your properties to other players for a profit. So this is an implementation by the Upland team to stop people from just putting bots in the game and just nabbing up all the properties and putting them on the secondary market, hurting the overall economy. And I agree with that. I think you should be able to get to Uplander status. Now, how do you get to Uplander status, by the way? You have to be a net worth of 10,000 UPX. Now, you start off with about 4,500. And with these collections, we're going to do our best to get you to that 10,000. So again, if I was to buy 2 Piedmont properties, I'd get an extra 1,100 UPX, taking that 4,500 to 5,600 math, right? So you'd be one step closer to becoming an Uplander and selling to other people. So I'm going to take you guys over my personal strategy and what people most found success in my previous guide. So I suggested aiming for King of the Street and another subsequent collection. So you get 2 bonuses in one, okay? So what you want to go for is the East Bay Standard Collection. And it says own any 3 properties in Alameda Country. So you can also click this in the bottom right hand corner that shows you all the neighborhoods, because collections are commonly sorted out in neighborhoods or avenues. But it doesn't show the East Bay because it's not a neighborhood, it's a county, right? So if we scroll all the way out, I don't think it says Alameda County. No, it doesn't. But basically it's the east side of Oakland. And how you check that, we're going to go back on UPX World. We're going to go on big data properties, and this massive search engine is probably the most important tool you have at your disposal when playing Upland and when trading with other players and knowing like what the bottom floor is for selling the properties on the secondary market, all that type of stuff. This tool right here is so important. Shout out to Hacker for making this for the Upland community. I reached out to him personally and expressed my gratitude, and I think he deserves some more love. So if you see him in the Upland official Discord, just shoot him a DM saying thanks. I'm pretty sure he'll appreciate it. So what you want to do, since we're in Oakland, you want to click City, go to Oakland, and you want to click only FSA. Now, what FSA means is that these are protected under the New Buyers Act. Which means if you're under 100,000 UPX net worth, which is pro status, you're able to buy these properties. However, you can only sell 2 of these properties a month, and I'll be releasing a new video either today or tomorrow showing how you can unlock most of these properties within your portfolio, but that's more of an advanced thing for later on down the line. Basically, you can only, when you buy these, you can sell these to other players at a maximum of 2 per week. And these tend to be the cheapest, okay? Only FSA properties, and you want to click over here, property status. You want unlocked. So this means it's FSA and unlocked, which means it's able to be minted. And minted just basically means it's been confirmed for the first time on the blockchain, and it's just a complicated way of saying buy. So you're going to buy this unlocked property. And what you want to do, if you can, go to the East Bay collection and search. Here we go, it's going to find all the data for us, and you're going to want to get some of the cheapest properties, but hold on. Now we're going to get super big brain. We're going to try and get as many collections as we can. So if we go over to here, and we're going to see King of the Street, because newbie own any 1 property in Upland, we're going to get that regardless. What we want to be hitting is as many collections at once. So we're going to be doing City Pro, since we're in Oakland, own 5 properties in the same city. That's going to give us some UPX. King of the Street, own 3 properties on the same street. That's going to give us some UPX. And East Bay, and we're searching the entire East Bay right now, and that's going to give us some bonus UPX. And the reason why I'm not doing Piedmont is because it's super expensive at the moment, because they're currently releasing FSA properties in Wave 2, which doesn't really affect this guide at all. Okay, so we're going to head for King of the Street and East Bay. So since we're on East Bay, we're looking for 3 properties on the same street. And how you can tell if it's on the same street, is that you have to look at the addresses here and see if it's on the same avenue, street. So say, for example, if it's 1136 89th Avenue, we're going to be looking for other properties that are FSA on not 89th Avenue, right? And it's not even that hard to search for. You can do it manually, which I suggested in my other guide. So I'm looking for 89th Avenue. So there's one here, there's one here, and there's one here. And they're all in Highland neighborhood if you just want to double check. But I'd personally buy those 3 properties because they're FSA, they're super cheap, and they're on the same street, so you'll be guaranteed the King of the Street collection. And you can search, so if you like 39th Street here, so you just type 39th, and it brings you up all the 39th Avenue FSA properties. Just double check that it is in the same neighborhood, because if you've got like 39th Avenue here, it's in Upper Laurel, that might not be on the same street as say Saint Elizabeth, right? Does that make sense? So just make sure the address, it's on the same street or avenue, it's in the same neighborhood, and you're good to go. Now, once you've purchased those 3 properties, and it might not always look like this, they may not always be. Friends, I'm just cutting in to this little bit of the guide to let you know that you have to travel towards a property to buy it. I mentioned this later than sooner in the video, so I just want to make sure that it's as clear as possible and you guys know what you're doing, instead of like, how do I buy a property? So all you got to do, if you want to buy this one, for example, is just travel to a property next to it. So we're just going to go across the road, send your block explorer over here, 11 cents. So don't run out of sends. I'll go over this later on in the guide as well. But you shouldn't be using 11 sends by the end of the guide anyway. And then you just wait until these are light green. Dark green means it's been sold, that property is being sold by other players. Light blue means that property has been bought / minted by another player. And white is a locked property, which is not available for minting / buying. And grey means it's available to everybody, so to pros and up, and you can buy that property as well if you are a visitor, uplander, basically at any status level. Okay, so hope that helped. Back to the guide. Doubly quick, if you get an address you want to see or you want to go to, so for example, I'm going to be using UPX World, or you might find this in a Discord. Just copy the address, or you can type it in manually into this bottom right hand side search symbol right here, or magnifying glass. You just click on it, paste it in, or you don't really have to paste it in. You can just go like 757 road at 12th Street or whatever, right? And it will take you there. So for example, if I paste this in, I'm in Oakland, so I want to find properties with this address in Oakland. So I'm going to click on the Oakland one. It's going to take me all the way down here, 89th Avenue, and boom. And relating to the sends, if I want to buy this property, just send it. There we go. Zoom out, your block explorer will go all the way over to the property that you want. And that's how you search and go to a property, basically. Back to the guide. Together, when going for King of the Street, so you could have one here, and you could have one here, and have one here, but they're still on the same street, right, or avenue, and you'd still be eligible for that collection. So we're going to go into our collections real quick. When you purchase those 3 properties, put them in by clicking on Edit Collection. And then you're going to see probably some hour time glasses here. That means it's minting on the blockchain. So just wait 1 or 2 minutes. Then you're going to click, boom, 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 these blue squares, put them into the collection, click done, collect, and now you've got some extra UPX for free. And now you're going to fill your newbie in as well. So if you've only got 3 properties, you can just take them out manually like that. Or you can just click on Edit Collection and just put them in. It will just take them out of these collections and put them in these ones. So boom, you've got newbie as well. And since these, or your properties, are going to be in the East Bay for this example, again, you could do this with any of these depending on how much UPX you've got or willing to put in. So East Bay, Edit Collection, you're just going to put them all in, and boom, you've got an extra 450 UPX. So that's brilliant. And let me go over what properties do for you in Upland really quickly. So once you've purchased a property, that's going to start earning you UPX over time. And the reason why I recommend you get as many collection properties under your belt as possible is because the collection properties boost your monthly UPX yield, okay? And I'll explain how that works right now. So with this property, if I put 3 properties in the East Bay in this collection, those 3 properties in this collection earn UPX at a multiplier passively of 1.25% of what it would originally earn. So for example, if this earns me 1000 UPX a month, if I put it in this collection, because it's at a 1.25 times multiplier, it would actually earn me 1250 UPX per month instead. And that's why they're so valuable, because you just basically get more passive UPX. Now, there's nothing wrong with purchasing properties outside of collections to sell on the secondary market, which I'll go over in just a little bit, but collections are just generally worth more and worth more on the secondary markets. Okay, so now that I've covered that, and you can test this, by the way, you can see how much a property passively earns you if you click more. When you click on a property, click more. Monthly earnings is 2835, and boosted earnings, this just takes into consideration the best possible collection that it can go in. This one, for example, would be in City Pro, because if I just show you guys real quick, so East Bay is 1.25, however City Pro is 1.4. 1.4, so 1.4 times my thing, since it's the best collection it could be in. 354. Sorry for rambling and stuttering right there. My speech would be the most I can earn. So you want your the best possible earnings that you can get from a property by putting it in the best collection, right? Sorry if that was a bit confusing. I had like a brain fart. And I'm trying to go through this without any cuts to minimize confusion. Okay, so now we've got 3 properties under our belt, preferably in collections, but if you haven't got them in collections, don't worry. So say if like the East Bay has been completely gobbled up, you should still have Newbie, King of the Street, and now we're going to work on City Pro, or you could check out Piedmont if you really wanted to. So if I'm going to click over here, if I wanted to search for Piedmont, click off the East Bay, Piedmont, search, no data. So all the FSA properties and Piedmont have been gobbled up already. However, they will be releasing more for you guys, so don't worry about that. Yeah, and if you can't get any collection properties, don't worry about it, and I'll go over the secondary market right now in this little bit of the video. So say because of this guide, everyone's just munched up all the properties. This is a big reason why you should be hitting the subscribe button and the bell notification so you stay up to date on all of my Uplander content and other NFT content as well, giving you the quickest guides and the best guides, all that type of stuff, so you stay up to date, and all my little tips and tricks and secrets. If you click on only FSA, but search no collections, this will give you the Oakland FSAs in the entire city. So say if we buy this for 16,800 on Ocean Avenue, we still want like King of the Street as well. So, you know, if we take 89th Avenue again, just make sure you've got like 3 on the same street, and there's like so many available here. It's only 1 to 30 out of 1,000, and I'm pretty sure it goes higher than 1,000. I'm not too sure. I've never had to search that far down into the search engine. But yeah, you're gonna get King of the Street from this, even if it's not in a collection. And then that, when you get Uplander status, you're going to be able to sell that on the secondary market, which I'm going to take you to now. So you're going to go to all. You're going to click for sale UPX in Oakland. And this is going to show you guys what the entry level or the lowest, let me just search here, just click on this. Okay, so 9,000 UPX. This is what I would call the floor of the secondary market, the lowest possible price for an Oakland property on the secondary market. So if you was to buy that 1,600 UPX property, when you get Upland status, you would be able to sell this at 9,000 UPX. We're just going to round it up to 9,000 UPX. And make, like, what? Let's just say, to save me calculations and math and poor math skill, you're going to make, like, at least 7,000 UPX, which is $7. 1,000 UPX is $1, so you make 7,000. You'd make, in theory, $7. And you can withdraw into USD into this game, not through UPX to USD directly. So if I'm going to cover that real quick, if I've got 455,000, I'm not going to be able to just click a button and transfer all this UPX into dollars. How it's going to work, and it's currently a beta feature, which I do not have access to at this moment in time, because they do it like on a lottery system. Again, I can go over that in another video. But you're going to be able to sell properties directly to other players for USD instead of changing UPX into dollars. Does that make sense? So the way you get money out of this game is by selling properties for USD, but that's not available to everybody, including myself, at this current moment in time. However, it will be coming in the future. So just so I eliminate any confusion. And if you are confused about something, just let me know down in the comments below. I answer every single comment. Okay, I'm here to help you guys. Anyway, so yeah, that's like the secondary floor, just giving you a look inside of it. Boom. So where was we? We was just going over getting our King of the Streets and all that type of stuff done. Next, you want to work on your City Pro. So just do that. Once you've got your collections right here, once you've got East Bay, King of the Street, and preferably if you can, buy more East Bay properties. They seem to be cheaper than Piedmont. When going for City Pro, you want to buy an extra 2 properties. So at this point in the guide, you've got 3 properties in these collections over here, and you want 2 more to unlock City Pro, which gives you a 1.4 times multiplier, by the way, and that's not bad. That's pretty darn good. So buy any 2 cheap properties, the cheapest you can afford. And if you're running out of UPX, Oakland is slightly more expensive than Brooklyn, which was my other guide on. So you might have to put in money for UPX. And what I'd recommend, if you're going to put money in UPX, if you still want to purchase FSA properties, is to buy the $50 UPX bundle. Because if you buy 100,000 UPX, you're not going to be able to purchase FSA properties anymore, because your total net worth, which takes into consideration the value of what you've paid for your properties, and your liquid, which means your available UPX, would be over 100,000, because the game gives you 4,500 UPX to start with, and you'd lose out the privilege of purchasing FSA properties. And you want that ability. Even though you can only sell 2 a week, it starts off a really strong and cheap property portfolio. That's what I would recommend to new players. However, if you can only get like 10,000 UPX, that's fine too. It's just that with a referral link, you're just going to get more for a bigger purchase. So that would bump you up to 75k if you bought this instead. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Instead of buying 10, you can still buy 10. Hell, I'd even recommend buying 5,000 UPX if you're getting tight for money. That's just the pay way to get it, and you'd be able to increase yourself to Uplander almost immediately too. So 5,000 UPX. But say you don't want to do that. Say you want to go free to play, and to do that, to get as much UPX as you can under your belt for free, is what you do. You click on one of your properties. So you click these 3 dots right here and set your visitor UPX fee. Now what you're going to want to do is max it all the way up to 50. Set this fee for this, well, you kind of want to do it for set fee for all properties. And once you've reached Uplander status, or when you've got the amount of money you have, I personally set all my properties down to the cheapest, so I can just help the community, do my little bit, get everyone traveling for cheaper. So set fee for all properties, boom. But yours is going to be 50 in this case. And then you'd go to the official Discord in Upland, and they have like a section for this, asking for you to visit people's property. And I have like a section for that in my own Discord too. Now, the people who I tend to visit the most is people that use my referral link. I do try to visit people when I can, when they are trying to get as much UPX as they can. However, as an extra thank you for using my referral link, I will spend my UPX at your properties by traveling to them. So all these people I have tried to visit, if they accepted the referral link when I was in Brooklyn, moving to Oakland, obviously not, but you're going to be in Oakland, which is I'm going to be in. So that's an extra little incentive for you to use my referral link. I will visit your properties and help you wherever I can, and you just be able to ask me anything anyway, whether you have or have not used my referral link. So to sum that up, this part a little quick, click your property, set the UPX to the max, and ask people in the Discords, the community, nicely to travel to your property. And what I'd recommend you do is hit your Windows key, click snipping tool, right? And you're going to click new here. And then you just like drag it like this, boom. And then you're just going to copy and paste it into the Discord section wherever you need to post it and be like, hi guys, can you visit this property, please? I've set it at 50 UPX because I need I need money to become an Uplander so I can take part in the secondary market. And you'll get like loads of visits. Maybe it'll be 1 visit, maybe it'll be 10, whatever it may be, whatever people can spare you. Yeah, that's how you do that. Really easy, really simple. Just post a picture in there. And then you can physically type out your properties as well, for example. So if you was in the Discord, pretend this is like the thing. So type in 6969 Broadway Terrace, which is actually a thing. Should I buy this property when I can? Don't tell me someone's already bought it. Yeah, so 6969, this is my property. Please visit it, guys. Boom. And that's how you get more UPX when you're free to play. And then you can sell your properties on the secondary market if you want to. So at this point, you've brought all your other properties. You've put in UPX to get enough properties to put in the City Pro collection. Remember, by the way, one property cannot be in more than one collection. So you can't have one property here and have it in City Pro as well. One property per one collection. So just put them all in City Pro and get the bonus UPX. Or you've grinded up all the way to the to get your UPX to buy another property to get City Pro active. Boom. And by this point, you should be either super on the edge of being an Uplander. Again, I recommend putting $5 into the game to just like cut the time out. Or 50 if you want to get the most bang for your buck. Remember, bank transfer is the best way. I've tested that in another video. And now you're an Uplander, and now you can start selling your properties to other players. And just to go over that real quick, if you want to sell your property, just click on your property, click sell. For example, you guys should be buying the cheapest properties. And remember, the Oakland secondary market floor is about 9K. So let's just pretend I bought this for 2,000 UPX. I'll be like, okay, I'm going to sell this for 8,500, right? We've done our research. I want to undercut everyone in the market. And there's like different ways of going about this, by the way, like UP2, which is like, I think the price earning per Upland square meter. You got mint price, the original mint price for the property. The more expensive the property, the harder it is to sell to people because you're going to be higher on the floor. So say if you've bought something for 9,000 UPX in Oakland, but you want to sell it for 11,000, you want to click this markup and be like, hey guys, I'm selling this for actually 150% markup, which is the cheapest markup on the market. Do you know what I mean? There's different ways of incentivizing people to buy your property on the secondary market. Although it might not be the cheapest in raw UPX, you're making the least profit out there and technically giving the best deal to people, if that makes sense. So, you know, you've done the research, you've went on here, 9K, for example. I'm going to sell this for 8,500 UPX and be like, in the Discord, if you really want to, guys, when you click sell, your name would be here, for example. So if I just refresh it, pretend my name was here. You can snip it if you want. Just do this, boom, and then post that in the Discord too, and tell people why they should buy it. They would probably naturally buy it if it's the cheapest anyway. That's just kind of how it works. But if you want to get it sold cheaper, that's another way you can do it also. And that pretty much sums up the guide, apart from traveling. I did miss out traveling and using sends and stuff. So in Upland, you do have sends. And the way to find that out, if you find your character, aka your block explorer as they're called, if you click on your block explorer, click these paper airplanes. So I have 11 sends left. And sends are used to travel to other properties and stuff and buy them. So if I wanted to buy this FSA property next to my current property, however, I won't be able to because I'm pro status or above. So if I go here, if I wanted to buy this one, send, boom, confirm. Right, the building you want to buy has to be within your block explorer's radius. I probably should have mentioned that at first. I'll put like a little text at the top, and you want to click buy. However, I can't. You see, I can't buy FSA properties. It's protected for you new players. I use these travels to get around and buy property. However, you do not want to use all of your sends because you only generate them once per day, and for me it's at midnight BST. It might be at midnight UCT, which is universal time. So if you're watching this video, say in South Africa, that might be midnight for you as well. I'm not so sure how it works. I just know you just get sends. And if you ever need more sends, just a quick tutorial, if you zoom out where you can just see the properties and the colors, just drag yourself around the map and you'll see these paper airplanes. Right, so if I go on this property real quick, if I send it, so I've got 10 sends left, boom, if I use that send to go there, now I've got 9 sends left, right? There you go, now I click on this, and now I've just got my 2 sends back. I just got 2 sends. You can get anywhere from 1 to 6 sends by farming sends like that, and that's how you grind out more sends to send your block explorer to. And your block explorer has a limited range around it. So it would be like this much range, roughly, which is also important to note, but this is just like, just a guide to get you started in Upland. I wish I could like go on for hours, going all about, going into the ins and outs of everything in Upland, but that's just going to start you off for the time being. Again, if I've missed anything, or if you're confused about anything, or you got questions, please feel free to put them down in the comments down below. I answer all my comments, and no question is a stupid question. I don't care if you think it's a stupid question. Even if you think it's silly, ask me. I'm not a dick about anything, and I'll help you the best I possibly can. And I think that's important. Getting you started in Upland and getting you in a position where you can enjoy the game as much as I do myself, okay? And I've pretty much summed up all of the basics in Upland, and I've given you the materials ready for you to start becoming the next Upland mogul. Okay, cool. Yeah, and don't forget about our giveaway. Just post, make sure you're subscribed, make sure you've got the bell notification on, you've liked the video, and put in your Discord handle down below, which is Discord. You want to click your name down here, boom. Oh, just click your name and then paste that into the, well, I'm not going to paste it here so I don't get like loads of people like spamming me and stuff like that, but paste it into the comments, and I'll get back to you if you win. And I do a video showing that I you know, spin a wheel, it's a raffle, and it's all fair. And yeah, I hope you win. Good luck to you. Thank you for watching my video. Share this with your friends if you need. Don't forget to use my referral link. It helps me out so much, guys. And I want to see you in Upland. I want to see you participating in the economy. And I can't wait to see you in my next and upcoming videos. Alright, guys, with that said, hope I've been a help. Love your faces, and I'll catch you in my next Upland video.